Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing an unboxing for the final loot crate of the year, of course of 2018. Crazy giant box, which I thought was insane when I went to my dad's to pick it up. I was like, this is kind of the reason I still have it sent there instead of having it sent to my apartment, because I got the little mailbox and I'm like, every once in a while I feel like it'll get shipped and then I'm gonna have to wait until like Saturday to pick it up, and it's like this is exactly why. This is one of those reasons when we get like a crazy box like this. Have no idea what the theme is for this month. I do not remember in any way, shape, or form, but I'm excited to get into it. Curious what this is gonna be. I feel like this is a Fallout thing. It looks like the front of the vault, but these are like way too long, so it's not that. So very curious what in the world that's gonna be for the final loot crate of 2018. So we'll get right into it. Of course, as always, start with the shirt. It says, oh, okay, it's interesting. We're going back to Dungeons and Dragons. So this is some stuff, some creatures and weapons and items and this and that. That's very. This one looks. Oh, okay. Now I get. I'm like, this looks so weird, but something about it I get. Okay, now I understand what it is. The little pegs and stuff. It's like a model kit. Like when you. Honestly, the saddest thing is all I can think of. The only model kits I ever had were Gundams. So I would have like the plastic Gundams you put together. But that's cool. That's what this is. It's like the little. A model kit, a D&D model kit, where you take all the pieces out, and these are all the little pegs. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's interesting. I don't know why they specifically chose that, but maybe it fits into the theme, or maybe it's just Dungeons and Dragons that fits into the theme. I'll actually try to find. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, cool. I've been seeing this ad all over the place. But Adam, you buy movie tickets, invite friends, get a VIP experience, get $5 off your first movie ticket in the Adam Tickets app. So that's pretty cool. I might actually use that because I do want to go see Spider-Man again, Into the Spider-Verse. So I might actually use that pretty soon because I really want to see that movie for a second time. I just haven't had the opportunity. This might be the book. Scavenge, that's what it is. Okay, still don't get how the D&D thing works there because it's a model kit, but scavenge is the thing. All right, we have a little poster from Escape from New York. I actually think this one looks really cool for some reason. I like the beige outline around it. And then the blue, that's just a really nice blue. So I think that looks super cool. We haven't had a print. Man, I feel like it's been a minute since they've done a print, which is interesting. And also, Escape from New York. It's really weird. We've done Dungeons and Dragons before. We've done it multiple times, but we've done a Dungeons and Dragons shirt. We've done Escape from New York before as well. And I don't think it was a print. I know we did a comic book. We have the Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China crossover comic book. We had like the first issue of that a while back. But I feel like they did an Escape from New York print a long time ago as well. I feel like it was Escape from New York. So that could be the case. I could be wrong. But Escape from New York. So that's not the first time we've had that either, which is interesting. We have a giant pen, which is actually super cool. And this is for Transformers Bumblebee. And I actually like it. So this is the front of it. This is like a cover. I thought this was the pen at first. I was like, it's just a boombox. But that is just the cover. Oh, it's not one pen. It's actually 3 little pins, which is actually really cool because I love this one right here. That's my favorite one. So that's definitely awesome. It's the, of course, the Autobot symbol, and it's got like flames behind it. And then we have a little bumblebee right there. If it'll like focus correctly, there it is. We got like little bumblebee, and then of course we have Beetle Bumblebee, which is super awesome. So these are really cool. I like that. Bumblebee was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was like the craziest thing ever. At this point, the only thing that matters right now is Spider-Man. So if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. If you have seen it, you need to see it again because it's that good. But yeah, Bumblebee is pretty nice. Oh, that was actually an item. I thought these were like special pins. These are actually the items from Bumblebee. And the pin for this month is actually from a movie, legendary television. Oh, Netflix original, Lost in Space. So that's interesting. I like the design. It's very, I mean, obviously it's cosmic. It makes sense. So that's cool. Let's see what else we got. Oh, they did another one of these things. Make sure I cover that cold up because I'm poor and I actually need food. So got another one of these. So I gotta definitely make sure that'll remind me because I have to claim that within 30 days. I still have to claim the other one, which now I need to go back and see if it's too late because I just got this in the second one. So that might be too late. So I need to check that. I need to check that tonight to see if I can use the old one because I may have missed out on some food. I think I got 2 more. There's like another little card in here. Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is for the Escape from New York thing is a little plaque here. So it says Pliskin's mission. It says, hey Looter, if you flip through this month's product guide, it's pretty great. You might have noticed that the Escape from New York cosplay eye patch. Oh, okay, well, hadn't gone through it yet, but there's an Escape from New York cosplay eye patch, which is MIA from the crate. Well, after the guide went to print, we found out that there were some production issues seriously delaying the eye patch. They were unforeseeable. Rather than delay your crate, we'll be adding the eye patch to our January crate, so make sure to keep an eye out. We're sorry for the product guide mix-up, but we think you're going to love your scavenge crate. Sincerely, Team Loot Crate. Alright, so we were supposed to get 2 items from Escape from New York, so it was going to be the... maybe the print was the extra thing, then they just replaced it, and it was just going to be the eye patch. I'd rather have the print, if I'm being totally honest. It's just an eye patch. But I feel like it may have been in conjunction, may have been double. And so I believe that's everything except for the big item, which is, it is a Fallout Fortune Finder perk. So it's a loot. Oh, I have to use my little kunai to pop this one open. So it says Loot Crate Screenshots, Fortune Finder perk. With a little luck, you can find out what makes you special. The Fortune Finder perk helps you get even more bottle caps, the preferred currency of the post-nuclear wasteland, as you explore the Commonwealth. We think this figure is all the treasure you need, so display it proudly. Ooh, very nice. I like this. Oh, crap. That was close. That was really close. And, of course, I grabbed it by this. I'm like, I got to save it. It could have just snapped it. But this is pretty cool. So, there it is. Little Vault Boy. The, I can't even, what am I thinking? Minesweeper. Yeah, I think that's what they call it. Minesweeper. I'm gonna go with Minesweeper. It's totally got a different name when you're not just in war. But I'm just going to go with Minesweeper because that's all I can actually remember right now. And then we have a little plate here as well. Whoops, I think I did that wrong actually. Oh, it's just weird. There it is. So that's the whole thing. Got the little tire there. Minesweeper. Got his headphone in. I've never noticed that it looked like this, where it's just like a big yellow strip in the back. That's very interesting. But I like this item. I'm gonna probably put it right up with my other. I got my other little Vault Boy bobblehead over here from when Fallout 4 first came out. So I have this like sitting like right behind my TV because my heater or my air conditioning is actually right behind my TV. So I just put this up there so you can see it over the TV. So I'll probably just toss this up there with it. Oh, so we got a Vault Boy bobblehead. I got my little Space Invaders thing from Loot Crate. If you guys happen to have gotten that like a ways back, a little 8-bit Space Invader. So that's in the middle, and now I have my Vault Finder perk sitting on the left side. So that's pretty cool. I like the items in this crate. We'll kind of shoot through the book. It is, of course, Scavenge. It says Good Luck Survivor. And this, of course, says, we love you on the back. So it's got a little thing here for an app. I don't know if this is like an actual, it's the Loot Crate iPhone app. So blah, blah, blah. Scavenge, exclusive Lost in Space pin, licensed from Legendary. Okay. Then we have the alignment. Awesome. It says success in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign is about witch preparation and finding ways to make your dungeon master reconsider all their friendships. Often you come across seemingly useless items during your quest, but if you have a decent bag of holding, you can gather enough desperate pieces to make something pretty awesome, most of the time. No need to scavenge, we're giving you everything you need to build an awesome D&D character, including a sword, an axe, a loot, a potion pouch, a water skin, a helmet, a crossbow, a spell scroll, gauntlets, a bow and arrow filled quiver, a wolf, some fire logs, an amulet, probably cursed or enchanted, a backpack, a shield, a mimic, and a 20-sided die. So that is everything that is on that shirt, which is really crazy. When I read it all out like that, I'm like, it seems like it's way less, but then I actually look at the pictures like, wow, it's everything they said and nothing more. Then of course we have Vault Life has its perks. It's of course just talking about the thing. I'm not going to read through all of these. So not the bees, which is funny for Bumblebee. This one, I'm curious why they went with pins. I find that very interesting. Of everything they could have done, they did the figure for obviously Fallout, which it's interesting. I gotta say, it's surprising that they would go with a figure for Fallout, considering they have a Fallout, box now. I'm surprised that we would ever get any more items from that, because I'm pretty sure that crate is still ongoing. So if I'm wrong, then that could be the reason why. But I'm surprised they didn't bother doing that for Bumblebee or some sort of other item. I would have loved if the shirt was Bumblebee. I love Transformers, so it's like one of my favorite franchises. So I'm yeah, it's just one of those things. But kind of surprised that they did it with that. This says Call Me Snake. It actually does have both in there, so it was in conjunction with it. It was going to be the print and the eye patch. So we'll have to wait for that for next month. I'm very curious what the unforeseeable issues were with the eye patch, because I find that very interesting. I feel like the only thing that could have been an issue was just printing this, because I'm like, is it really like a unique eye patch? I'm very curious about that. So that's interesting. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see next month for that one. But that's very interesting. They have an ad in here for the Loot Play thing, where they send you 5 indie games delivered to your inbox every month. Starts at $10 a month. I don't know what that means when it says it starts there, but well, you know what that means. Then of course they have a thing for the Wizarding World crates. It says save 25%. Use Wizarding Holiday 25. So right there for anyone that wants that code. If it's probably on the website. Honestly, if you go on there, Loot Crate always just has the codes right at the top when you go on the website. So it's probably up there anyway. But that is pretty much it. Then they have some stuff from TwitchCon 2018. Then of course the Mega Crate, which has a 1,300 plus value. It has an Xbox One X Fallout 76 bundle. I would love to have that. A Nintendo Switch Diablo 3 Eternal Collection bundle. This would be the best Mega Crate ever, because I don't have either of those consoles, and I would love to have won an Xbox One X and a Switch. And it's the X, not the S, which is what everybody's, you know, kind of selling or giving away. It says D&D Core Rules gift set, Dungeons & Dragons Original Edition Premium reprint. That's pretty cool. And then the Aquaman 6-scale figure by Hot Toys. Also saw that recently. Not bad. It's just, you know, it's okay. But yeah, that sucks. I would have loved to have won that. Actually, yeah, so this is December, and of course it says subscribe by January 19th to enter for a chance to win January's Mega Crate. But yeah, that sucks. I would have loved to have won this. I'd have been like, you win. Whoever won this is like insanely fortunate. This might be the best one I think I've ever really seen. It's like this, and there's been a couple that have been really cool where they've had like you win a PS4, but you also win like a TV to go with it, or you win a console and like a full gaming desktop, stuff like that. Those are like the best ones where I'm like, man, I wish I won that one so bad. So that's definitely one of them. Just 2 consoles that I do not have. Fallout 76, I guess. If it was free, sure. No, why not? I guess. But otherwise, you know, I'm not really interested in Diablo, and I wasn't particularly interested in Fallout 76, and that was before all the madness began with that, and just the trillions of issues that came along with it. But still would have liked the consoles. That would have been great. And of course, we have some pictures from the looter community. So that is pretty awesome. And once again, it's really sweet that they brought the book back. I think that's very cool. Brought that back last month, so it's pretty awesome that we're back to it. I don't know what that means. Maybe they're making money. Maybe they're just using their money better. I don't know. But going back to the booklets, that's a cool little thing, so I'll definitely like that. But all in all, it was an okay crate. Also, this is the inside. Now that makes sense. It was Bumblebee. Yeah, there's Bumblebee, and there's Bumblebee. In the... Oh, it even has the letters. That's cool. It's a Cybertronian cipher, so it has like the alphabet and stuff on there and everything like that. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys want to bother doing that. Maybe watch someone else's videos because they'll probably have the answers in there. So that's pretty cool. I definitely like that. That's a neat little trick. And then of course you have this, and you can fold it up. And I might actually do that one just because it's Bumblebee, and I love Bumblebee, so I might actually do that. I love Transformers. Bumblebee's cool, but you know, he's not my favorite. That goes to Soundwave, because Soundwave is the greatest. Soundwave superior and whatnot. But yeah, decent crate. Nothing super crazy about it. I really like the Fallout item, of course. I actually do like these pins. Would have preferred, you know, another figure, or even if it was the t-shirt or something like that. But yeah, I think it was okay. I think it's an okay crate. For the end of the year, I'd say it's not like a particularly spectacular crate. I feel like generally when they do the end of the year crate, it's kind of like a more bombastic thing. This one, I would say, you know, kind of falls in line. It's just like, it's an okay crate. Got a really cool item. Personally, you know, as a fan of Fallout, and it's not specifically Fallout 76, it's just, you know, here's some Fallout stuff. It's just one of the perks. I think that's probably a better choice than specifically going Fallout 76 because of the issues with that. But boom, here's just a figure of one of the perks, which I think is nice. The pins are cool. The print is cool, but one of the things with the prints is that I never care much for the prints, even if it's something that I like personally. Like, even though I don't like this, I think it looks cool, but it's also just like, it's a cardboard print. Like, it's really nothing. Or actually, no, it's a paper print, but they've put the little cardboard behind it. So it's one of those things where it's like, even when it's something I like, it's like, all right, it's a really tiny print. It's not like a full-size poster or anything like that. It's like this tiny little square that's like, you know, barely bigger than my giant monster hand. So for me, it's just like, all right, well, it's a print. It'll stay in the box forever. Like I'm just never gonna put that up anywhere. So I never really like the prints that often, because it's just kind of like I'll never ever use that. It's not even something to really look at because I have to put it up and find space to put up like a sheet of paper or frame it, something weird like that. But it's kind of just an okay crate. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, the weird thing, they had to do it for the box itself, but honestly, there was no real justification for the box being this big outside of the fact that they did the cool, the bumblebee design, which is nice. But other than that, there's really nothing in here. Like, I was hoping that the box was huge because we were gonna, like, whatever the biggest item was gonna be like some crazy long item, and maybe that would be how the figure came, and it would be like a long item compared to the normal standard figure. And I think that would have definitely been cool, and it would have justified it way more than you can fold, cut out Bumblebee, and that's why the box is ginormous. But yeah, it's just an okay crate. One of the items is missing, but the item that's missing is literally an eye patch that means nothing to me. So it's kind of just like, all right, the shirt. I'm not a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons, but honestly, I like the other shirt that we had more, where it was like the D, but it was an actual dragon and stuff, or it was the what the heck is that thing called? The ampersand, the and sign. It was that, but it was also a dragon. So I thought that looked cooler than that, honestly. And this is like, okay, that's cool. Pins are nice, especially, of course, the Autobot one. Like I said, I love that the most. And it's just like, okay. Obviously, the figure, as usual, is the best item. Unfortunately, I do like Fallout, so it works for me. But not like a crazy, super epic crate, for the end of the year. Unfortunately, it's just like, all right, the items are nice. It represents some stuff. And then it's kind of like, all right, that's pretty much it. So unfortunately, not like the craziest thing that we could have gotten for the end of the year. I would have loved, I mean, I know they came up with the theme ahead of time, of course, for it being scavenge, but I would have loved something from Into the Spider-Verse, as a big celebration of that coming out. Technically, last month's had Spider-Man stuff in it, but it had nothing to do with Into the Spider-Verse, so I'm like, I don't know if that really fit, or if it was just kind of supposed to fit the theme, which also didn't really make sense, because I think last month's was like laboratory, and they just had like some Spider-Man stuff in there. I was like, this doesn't really fit. And I think this fits a little bit better. Fallout definitely fits with Scavenge. Escape from New York fits. I guess Bumblebee fits, because I don't really know. I'm not 100% sure how Bumblebee fits in the whole scavenge element, because it's not like they scavenge parts to transform. They just look at stuff and it's like, all right, I want to turn into that. That's how they work. So it's not really scavenging. So I don't know. The D&D thing, with the explanation in the book, it makes a lot more sense. But before that, I was like, scavenging doesn't really fit D&D. It's more like it's adventure. If the theme was adventure, I feel like that would fit way more. But scavenge doesn't seem to... I don't think D&D, when I think scavenge, I think adventure. Or something like that, journey or fantasy. I think D&D, but not like scavenge. But either way, it's an okay crate for the end of the year. Nothing really spectacular. Well, we'll have to see what happens going into January and what that, the first crate of the new year is going to really end up being. But of course, we'll love to know what you guys thought about this crate. So please put your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know your favorite items, your least favorite items, how you guys would have rotated some of this stuff. What would you have made the figure? What would you have made the pins, the prints, the shirt? If I rotated this stuff, like I said, with Transformers just being my favorite franchise out of everything that's in here, I would have definitely made like a cool... I mean, they wouldn't do a full Transformers thing. I don't even know if that's like legally possible, because I think they might actually, Hasbro might have the license to like transforming toys that are actually Transformers. Like, it couldn't be a transforming Transformer toy. But I would have like a figure of Bumblebee or something like that. Maybe, maybe not this pose where he's doing like a full on jump kick or anything, but cool Bumblebee pose is the figure I think would be nice. Maybe make Fallout the shirt. I really don't care much, for Escape from New York, so it's like, whatever, it can be the pins, I guess, just to rotate it. But yeah, I would have switched some stuff around, made D&D the print, I guess, but I would have switched some stuff around. I would have had some different stuff in here for sure, as far as scavenge. I mean, Mad Max isn't like at the peak of anything right now, but I think a cool Mad Max item would have been pretty sweet, and I feel like that would have fit a lot better than like, Dungeons and Dragons. But like I said, it's an okay crate for the end of the year, nothing spectacular. Unfortunately, it's not like, this is a super cool crate, we got a super epic item. I like the item, but it's not like, it is a Loot Crate exclusive, but most of the figures are. And if they aren't, then it's still just like, well, that's just a super cool figure. But, end of the year type of thing is like, I like it, but it's nothing super spectacular, unfortunately. So for me, it's just an okay end of the year crate. But like I said, definitely want to know what you guys thought about it. What would you have put in here instead of these franchises? How would you have kind of rotated the items around? What's missing? What's right? Would love to know what you guys thought about this crate, so please put your comments down in the comment section below. And of course, thanks for watching.